think the first take-home point is that reading comprehension is a product of word recognition and language comprehension. And in our country today, we are having troubles with language comprehension scores that are measured using the NAEP results. So all the kids in our country, their reading is being measured, but it's a reading comprehension task. And our schools are primarily focused on decoding, and we need to be doing more on language comprehension, especially because our population has changed. No longer are we, middle-class white America. We are now a very, very diverse country, and many of these children do not have sufficient language skills to be able to comprehend what they're reading. And the time to be working on comprehension is not in the 3rd and 4th grade when they're doing these tests. The time to be working on it is in preschool and kindergarten. And that's a crisis in our country, and we need to work on language. The second thing that I would say is that narrative language in particular is going to be useful for reading comprehension, because what happens when you do storytelling, you use the same kind of language that you would use and access when you're reading. It's this literate kind of language. It has a structure that is very similar to written language. And so if children are more proficient in narrative language, they're going to be better comprehenders of written language. Another point would be that when we develop assessment and intervention tools, that these things should align, and that we can be very careful and very systematic about aligning good assessment tools that are instructionally relevant, that give you really precise information about what each kid needs in intervention, and that our interventions should be tiered in a way that they are flexible and they accommodate the needs of all kids, without disabilities, with and without English as a second language, just every kid that's in U.S. schools today. And I think that we can solve many of our problems with having very flexible tiered curriculum and assessment tools that are just drive teachers right into it, so we know what the kids need, and be able to tailor our interventions and our instruction based on what they need.